You're really bad. If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be?
Does one of us have to come out alive?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about another story that I only can summarize as karma, right? So it seems, okay, because we got to talk about Ellen DeGeneres, who is just one of many woke celebrities, Trump deranged celebrities, that decided to self-deport. They decided to abandon the U.S., to evacuate the country because of Trump winning the election. Okay.
Well, some Hollywood stars are catching blowback for comments about Americans and the outcome of the presidential election. Sharon Stone and Alec Baldwin among them, separately lashing out at a foreign film festival.
My country is in its adolescence. Adolescence is very arrogant. Adolescence thinks it knows everything. Adolescence is naive and ignorant and arrogant.
Baldwin talked about how the U.S. news system is contributing to what he calls Americans being uninformed.
Learn from the news. Television news in the United States is a business. They have to make money. And again, not to go into great detail about that, but there's a hole, there's a vacuum. There is a gap, if you will, in information for Americans. Americans are very uninformed about reality, what's really going on. With climate change, Ukraine, Israel, you name it, all the biggest topics in the world, Americans have an appetite for a little bit of information.
Joining us now, News Nation media contributor Steve Krakauer. I think out of touch with reality is selling multi-million-dollar homes and moving to England, which apparently Ellen DeGeneres is doing. You know, they have a right to be upset. They were unhappy with the election results. But I think, which reality are we living in?
It's unbelievable. Those two clips back to back. It's so rare that you get to see the literal definition of hypocrisy right there in a very short soundbite there. Sharon Stone, talk about the unfortunate combination of ignorance and arrogance. That is Sharon Stone to a T. And Alec Baldwin there about uninformed. Look at the broad swath of Americans who voted for Donald Trump in this election. People across the spectrum when it comes to politically, independents, people across the spectrum when it comes to young and old, when it comes to the gender divide, comes to Latinos voting for Donald Trump in record numbers, African Americans voting for Donald Trump in record numbers, and people even across the spectrum when it comes to education. Donald Trump won with people who have an associate degree. So the idea that this is somehow, it's just this ecosystem that these uninformed, ignorant Americans actually just fell for, it is so, I mean, it's offensive, but it's really not offensive anymore because these people are so irrelevant, so powerless, and honestly, it's making them panic a little bit. I think that's what we're watching right there.
Okay, and Ellen DeGeneres, it seems as if her move to the UK in her mansion that she decided to now live in due to not wanting to be in the U.S. because of Trump, that mansion has flooded, right? It's flooded just weeks after she left the country due to Trump's win. Now, this is hilarious for multiple reasons, right? And one of the main reasons is because Ellen DeGeneres had dealt with floods back in California, right? When she lived in California just a year ago, maybe, there were monster floods that were affecting her home, her area where she was staying at, and then she leaves the country to go to the UK, and her UK home floods, right? So I'm just saying, man, I think there could be something else going on here that's at play, but let's read about it because you do have celebrities that are leaving the country, and it seems as if they're getting a message, right? A message about what they're doing. So let's get into it. Ellen DeGeneres, UK mansion floods just weeks after she fled the U.S. due to Donald Trump's presidential win. Their dreams are drenched. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's English farmhouse has flooded following torrential rain, a bombshell new report claims. The couple recently purchased a multi-million-pound property in the Cotswolds around about 2 hours outside of London and are allegedly attempting to settle there permanently following Donald Trump's election win. But the 43-acre grounds are now underwater after the River Thames broke its banks in the wake of Storm Bert earlier this week, the Daily Mail reports. Yeah, so this is Ellen DeGeneres and her partner, okay. Numerous roads in the Cotswolds have been left impassable after being saturated in 5 feet of water. Many locals are trapped in their homes, with one resident who lives near the couple telling the outlet, quote, "The flood waters are rising by the hour. This is the worst thing I've seen in years." The flooding comes after DeGeneres and Rossi reportedly relocated to England in the wake of Trump's presidential election victory over Vice President Kamala Harris. Sources previously told the Wrap that DeGeneres and Rossi packed up and moved to the UK and are gearing up to put their Montecito, California mansion on the market to start fresh abroad. Clearly, she's not off to a good start, right? She's not off to a good start at all, okay? Imagine leaving the United States because of your Trump derangement just to go to a different country, and then just a couple weeks into your move, your mansion floods, right? Your multi-million-dollar mansion floods. Wow. Absolutely amazing. You could not have wrote a better story. The duo, who wed in 2008, will likely never return to the U.S. on a permanent basis, one source claimed. Separate insiders told TMZ that the duo decided to get the hell out of the country immediately following the president-elect's victory, which left them feeling very disillusioned. During election season, DeGeneres was vocal about her support for Harris and reportedly donated $3,300 to her campaign. I'm sure she donated a lot more than that, right? That's probably how much she can donate directly to her campaign on an individual basis, but I'm pretty sure she probably donated to some super PACs and other stuff as well too. But yeah, apparently this is a big thing, right? This is a serious thing where you have these left-wing elite Hollywood celebrities leaving the country. Now, I personally think it's because of some other things outside of just Trump. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the Diddy stuff, right? Who knows? Okay, a lot of these individuals are associated with Diddy. I don't know, right? I'm not making any accusations or claims. I'm just saying that it just so happens that these people are fleeing because, you know, hey, they can get exposed in other ways. But yeah, you have parts of the world that are preparing for an American invasion, okay? That's what's happening. You even have a guide here, right? There's guides in regards to which countries they can flee to and some of the requirements, okay, for visas and stuff like that, right? There's whole guides for rich celebrities looking to leave the country because of Trump winning, right? So here's the thing. I support this 100%, okay? I support these Hollywood weirdos leaving the country. And I would go as far as to say that they should take it even further, right? To further show just how distraught they are with the current state of this country. They should also renounce their citizenship, right? Give up your citizenship and just stay where you're at permanently, right? Just don't come back, okay? You should be allowed back in the country, because why would you want to come back, right? Why would you want to come back to a fascist dictatorship? Why would you even want to come here at all? Okay, you shouldn't want to come here at all. So, hey, I support it. I just think that they should go even further, right? It's not enough just to make this move, okay, on a temporary basis and then maybe come back later. No. Just go ahead and just break it off permanently, okay? Just stay away permanently. That's what I believe these people should do if they're really about that life, right? If you're really about that life, just go ahead and make it permanent, okay? And just don't come back. I'm just saying, I think that would be the best outcome for their mental health and for the country, right? The United States of America. But with that being said, I do find it ironic that Ellen DeGeneres' home was flooded in the UK. I sincerely hope that she's okay. But she fled the U.S. Because of Trump's election victory. But yet her home was being flooded in California before Trump's victory. So again, it's just a pretty crazy situation for her. And I'm sure she's probably blaming Trump, right? She's finding some way to blame Trump, right? This is Trump's fault. Climate change, okay? Climate change is the reason why my homes keep flooding, and Trump is the cause of climate change, right? That's what these celebrities believe, okay? That Trump is responsible for the end of the world because of climate change, right? And you know, that's probably the mental gymnastics they're probably going through right now. And she sits in her home that's currently flooded. But hey, again, I hope she's okay. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.